For months, I have been dreaming about creating the ultimate vendor booth that is everything that I've ever wanted and everything I've ever needed. And I finally got the stuff I need for it, but I need to put it together. So come along with me as I upgrade my vendor booth with my dog, apparently. It's Rihanna's Crafts. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, welcome back. Today we'll be giving my market booth a complete and total makeover. So, let's get right into it. I just went to Joann's, featuring Zuko in the background, who kind of had a panic attack inside. It was fine. And they gave me this, which makes it feel like even more so that it's Joann's funeral, and I'm very sad. But, back secured. So the first thing that I want to do to upgrade my vendor booth is to paint my displays. I actually sent out a vote on TikTok and YouTube, and I showed everybody these designs. I'll just like put them over here. You guys ended up picking your favorites, and we're gonna do them. So. So when I poured these paints, I was very scared about the colors. As I'm sure like literally everyone is whenever they buy paint. When you pour it out, it's always like a little different than how it's gonna be when it dries. And I was going off of the stickers on top of the containers they were in because I mean, if you follow me or subscribe, you know that my colors are like very 70s, but like a pastel version of 70s, and I was really nervous that these are not pastel, you know what I mean? But also they're not like, my brand colors aren't really pastel either. They're just like a toned down version of like what an actual like 70s color would be. So I'm hoping that these match, especially when they dry darker, because when I was putting the green on, it was like a lot lighter than it is right now. And this dark green, like, it's not a perfect match to my brand's dark green, but you know what, it's pretty dang close. So I'm also having a blast painting this. Like, I don't know about you, but I find painting super relaxing. I literally can't wait to move into my own place and like a house and stuff, because I really want to like go all out and paint my craft room. And these like crazy designs, I mean, you can probably tell by my aesthetic of my business is that like I'm an eclectic girly. I love eclectic colors and designs and all of that stuff. So, I mean, y'all already know that once I move into my own place, like a house, not an apartment, I am going to be doing a ton of like craft room makeover vids. So it might be a couple of years from now, but it will happen. And I think that's exciting. When I drew these pencil lines, I was kind of like, I don't know if this is as good as I thought it would be, but I'm really vibing with it, actually. So, a little update. I painted the whole thing, but I didn't like how bright the orange was, so I added a little bit of the green paint to the orange paint, and now I'm going over that. And on camera, it looks like way worse than it is. I promise that it does not look like dookie brown. I promise it looks like a deep orange. Okay? Okay, we're just gonna have to trust here. Okay. So apparently one of the paint things that I got was broken. Like, open on the bottom. So if you thought I was an aesthetically like pleasing type of content creator, I hate to break it to you, but you're wrong. I literally just make do with what I got. Didn't have a palette, so cut off a piece of cardboard from one of the boxes I got for a palette. Didn't pick the right colors, mixing them together. I just so happened to pick shades that are really hard to match. And I feel like each time I attempt, I make it worse. But you know what? That's the art of DIY. So here's an update. I really like this green that I came up with. I'm still not sure about the orange. It's definitely not as puke color as it was before, but it's still not really vibing with the other three. I really like the yellow, the blue, and the green though. So I'm gonna just keep working on this side part of it, and once that's done, I think I'm just gonna redo the orange and figure it out from there. So it's day 2 of me upgrading my vendor booth, as you can tell from the costume change, and I'm gonna start working on painting the next display, and I want to do one of the half oval shaped ones, so let's get right to it. It's kind of hard to tell, but I just drew the lines for like the wavy checkerboard pattern, and I like it. I like how zany it is. So let's get to painting. Okay, so 2 hours in, I have painted her. I absolutely love it, actually. It's like my favorite thing in the world. And I said that about the last thing, but I lied. This is actually my favorite thing. And I have to do more, so I think this is exactly what I needed to keep pushing me forward. What you looking at, bud? Is it snowing outside? Good morning, it's day 3. Guess what? I painted another display on a TikTok live that I did. So I didn't really record much of it, but I didn't think that it would be a big deal because it was the most simple design that I made, where I just painted each step of the display a different color. So I didn't think that would be very interesting to watch. I want to take a break from painting, so we're gonna bedazzle this head. What a queen. She's gonna be covered in disco tiles. Am I fully aware that this is a round object and some of my tiles aren't gonna be perfect? Yes. Am I also aware that that's gonna really bother me? Yes. Well, we're gonna do it anyway. So last night I was just like so completely stressed out about this market on Sunday for no reason. Like I know it'll be fine no matter what happens. But I just like was like lying awake staring at the ceiling and just like freaking out. So, doing these projects is a really good de-stressor for me. And it also helps that it's productive towards my market. And there my dog goes. I think he saw somebody. Yep, there's somebody walking their dog. He's very interested. Even though I'm stressed about it, it's gonna be like completely fine. And I don't know why I'm stressed about it. If you're like me, as soon as something like big happens in your life, you just like are stressed. This will be my first market in Flagstaff, so it's kind of big for me. So progress on the head. I started at the bottom and I was like starting to hate it because it's not perfect, which it won't be. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna move to the face and I'm loving it. So I think that I'm just gonna keep going with the face and whatever is left of it, like it's really not a big deal. It's not because it's the I don't want to cover the top of it anyway because my like crochet projects are gonna be on it. So like the only thing I really care about is like this down. That's glue on my fingers. So I at first was like, oh no, this looks horrible, and now I'm like, okay, it's just it's a trust the process type of craft. So let's keep going. Update. I really like how it's turning out. Ignore this part. I think I'm gonna rip this off and use these tiles up here because I really don't like how that looks. But I love how this looks. And I wanted to put one of my hats on it to see where it'll lay. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. I love it so much actually. I don't think I need to go any higher. I think like that's good. I mean, I guess I could try one of my smaller bucket hats. This is a bigger hat. Let's try this one. See where this one lays. So like maybe I could go a little higher, actually. I'm way too excited about that. Anyway, time to fix the bottom.
Hello, lovelies. It has actually been about 2 weeks since I last recorded, but for the sake of aesthetics and the video, let's pretend it's only day 5. I've had a few markets, 2 to be exact, since I started upgrading my booth, and I've just been so incredibly busy with market prepping and everything that I just haven't had time. My dog is bringing me a toy to play with him. But I haven't had enough time to actually work on my displays, and by display I mean a crocheted banner that I've been working on for a while. I just haven't finished it yet, but today's the day. We're gonna finish it today. So it's been a few hours. I took a break and ate dinner. It was leftovers. And got some more work done. Flowers done, you saw that happen. I got all 3 yellow letters done, which is a H, I, and a C. And I actually did this before I started recording. I started making this banner, and at first when I started with the blue letters, and I just was sewing them together as I made them. So I have a S, R, and a C. And I just started the green letters, so another R. I'm continuing to work. Putting them together is not very easy. The stitches don't like to line up very well. But we're doing it anyway. I really like how they're turning out. Like, it's super cute. But yeah, I'll put down in the description below what pattern I'm using for these letters, because you might want to know. So yeah, time to keep working. Excuse the mess, but I wanted to give my hands a break and not be working on the letters anymore, because I've been doing it for a while now. And so now I'm going to make the rope that's going to be holding all of them. And if I chained and single crocheted back, it would take forever. So I'm going to use an eye coordinating tool. When I first got this tool, it did not work at all for me. And no matter what I tried, I couldn't get it to work. And it was really annoying, and I hated it. One day I just tried again, you know, as you do, and it just randomly started working for me. So don't ask me how to use this, because I'm not even sure I know how to use it. Come on. It's working. And it makes this like beautiful cord. it's technically day 6 of this because there was no way I was going to finish the orange letters last night. I was exhausted. I was literally crocheting like all day and then editing all afternoon and then recording for this video all evening. And my boyfriend wanted to play some Mario Deluxe on the Switch, and I was like, you know what? I need to give my hands a break. So I did. I know I started this video like looking all cute and stuff, but like, y'all, I'm tired, so forgive the lighting. It's like super gloomy outside, and my dog's sitting in my chair, so I didn't want to disrupt his peace. But now I am going to try to space these out as evenly as I can. So I am working on attaching the letters to the long cord I knitted, kind of machine knit, I guess. And I'm definitely going to need some entertainment for this because it is tedious. So I'm gonna go sit on my couch and tie the rest of them while I watch new episodes of My Happy Marriage that came out on Netflix. So see you there. It's done. So trust me when I say that I know it looks kind of like dinky now, but they are movable. So whenever I put them on the table, they will have a flat surface to like lay against. So that also means that they won't be turned sideways. They will lay like this. And I'll space them out better whenever it's actually like displayed on the booth. Even though it was like super tedious, I think it looks really good. And if you've seen my booth setup before, you know that my tables are pretty bare when it comes to like decoration. I have been thinking about getting like one of those like tablecloths that like goes over just like the middle of it and comes down and it just says my business name. But I think this is like kind of like a little bit more me, and also it just like shows that like I made this, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm really happy with how it came out. I love the colors. I think it's gonna match everything super well and just tie it all together. And yeah, I think that's the end. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you liked all of the DIYs that I did. I know I sure did. I think they turned out exactly the way that I planned. Stay tuned for my next video that's coming out. It's gonna be a like recap of the entire March marketing season. Or market season, I guess, not marketing. The entire March market season, and you'll get to see my DIYs in action. I definitely am going to be talking about how I think that they have improved my booth and maybe have even improved sales. So
definitely keep an eye out for that. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more crochet and creative content. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Till next time, bye!